Good morning and welcome to your pre-market report for Wednesday, July 8, 2026. Let's take a quick look at the global cues, domestic trends, and stocks to watch before the markets open. U.S. markets closed lower on Tuesday, with the Dow Jones falling 0.25%, the S&P 500 declining 0.45%, and the Nasdaq Composite dropping 1.16%, as a sharp sell-off in semiconductor and AI-related stocks weighed heavily on sentiment. Concerns over elevated AI valuations intensified after Samsung's earnings failed to meet lofty expectations, while rising oil prices and geopolitical tensions in the Middle East added to investor caution ahead of the release of the Federal Reserve's meeting minutes. Asian markets are trading mostly mixed to lower, as investors continue to book profits in technology and AI-related stocks, while awaiting further clarity from the U.S. Federal Reserve's meeting minutes. Japan's Nikkei is down around 1%. South Korea's Kospi has slipped sharply amid continued weakness in semiconductor shares, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng is trading higher. GIFT Nifty futures as of 8 a.m. was trading at 24,242, thereby indicating a negative opening for the Indian markets today. Crude oil prices are trading sharply higher after renewed U.S. military strikes on Iran, and fresh sanctions on Iranian oil exports reignited concerns over supply disruptions in the Middle East. While higher output from OPEC Plus offers some cushion, geopolitical tensions are driving risk premiums back into oil prices. Gold prices are trading slightly lower, as the spike in oil prices has strengthened the U.S. dollar and increased concerns that inflation could keep interest rates higher for longer. Investors are also awaiting the release of the Federal Reserve's meeting minutes for further clues on the U.S. interest rate outlook. HCL Technologies' software division has strengthened its data and AI portfolio by integrating Jaspersoft's embedded analytics and reporting capabilities with Action's data management platform. The move follows HCL Software's acquisition of Jaspersoft and is expected to enhance enterprise analytics and AI-driven decision-making solutions. Minda is entering the passenger vehicle seating systems business, with plans to set up a greenfield manufacturing facility in Maharashtra. The company will invest around 320 crore rupees in the project, with commercial operations expected to begin by the fourth quarter of FY 28. Orchid Pharma has partnered with Pharmasynthese JSC to commercialize its novel antibiotic Exblifep in Russia. Under the agreement, Pharmasynthese will hold exclusive marketing rights, while Orchid will manufacture and supply the finished product, expanding the company's international presence in specialty pharmaceuticals. Following negative cues from a lower close for the U.S. markets as well as mostly lower open for the Asian markets, Nifty 2 is expected to open in the red today. A spike in crude oil prices due to renewed tensions in the Middle East following U.S. strikes on Iran too played spoilsport for the index. Levels need to be adjusted downwards, with supports now being at 24,130, followed by 24,000, while resistances will be at 24,265, followed by 24,385. A negative bias may be expected at open, with chances of some recovery later in the trading session, especially if crude prices correct. Indian markets may remain volatile as investors assess the impact of renewed geopolitical tensions in the Middle East. Rising crude oil prices, uncertainty over the U.S. Federal Reserve's interest rate outlook, fluctuating FII flows, rupee movement, and the ongoing Q1 earnings season. Strong quarterly business updates from India Inc., sustained government spending on infrastructure and manufacturing, resilient domestic macroeconomic indicators, and any dovish signals from the U.S. Federal Reserve could support investor sentiment and help Indian equities remain resilient despite global headwinds. Yesterday, foreign institutional investors were net buyers of about 393 crore rupees, while domestic institutional investors were net sellers of around 383 crore rupees. That's your market snapshot for India on July 8, 2026. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for stock market-related updates. Wishing you a focused and profitable trading session ahead.